I think it's pretty comical that an elite such as yourself has the gall to tell us average Americans who's in poverty and who's not. A lot of times,
I was an average American.
You're
I
not
was
anymore.
a guy that was in poverty.
You're not anymore.
And you can also change. You can also change.
Anyways,
Do you believe
you're
you
talking
can change?
down.
Why women are too emotional to debate Patrick Bet David.
That was fast.
Hi, I'm Anne.
Anne, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I do want to address part of the claim about poverty, but I also want to address what you brought up about like paying taxes. So you said the top 1% pays a large amount of taxes. The problem is that the bottom two quintiles can't pay taxes because they quite literally have no wealth. Do you understand that? Like the bottom quintile of the United States doesn't have any wealth. In fact, they're in debt, so they have literally like negative wealth.
Why do you think that is?
I think that's for a lot of reasons. I think that's because workers have been exploited. I think that they haven't had the opportunity to gain social mobility.
Why do you think that is?
Because of exploitation.
You think they're being exploited?
Yes.
Oh,
of course.
so people are being forced to work at companies. They don't have a choice.
I didn't say that they were.
So people
well,
are being.
They are being forced. If the other option is starve or die.
What job do you have right now? What do you do for a living?
I do work from home stuff. I don't want to
Okay,
disclose that.
so you chose to do that, right? That's your choice. Great. If somebody works at Starbucks as a barista, it's their choice. If somebody has a job that they're working, it's their choice. If somebody is not utilizing their time properly and accordingly, of course the market's
Choice
not going to
how?
pay you
Do you
more.
think that, like, they brought up single mothers earlier. Do you think that single mothers are sitting around playing Fortnite 15 hours a day?
Unfortunately, single mothers were manipulated on what happened.
Is that a yes or no?
Single mothers were manipulated by what Lyndon Johnson came out with. They changed the benefits on giving single mothers the incentive to have kids on all the welfare program. That changed our system in a major way. The feminist movement got single mothers to believe they don't need men and they're going to do everything by themselves and they don't need a man to help them out. This division that's happened between us caused many people to be in the situation that they're
most
at.
households are 50-50. They're closer to 50-50
not
today, so that has nothing to do with feminism.
Not
Feminism
necessarily.
didn't just like convince women because they're too stupid to think for
Feminism
themselves.
was one of the worst things that happened in America because it pinned men
Wait.
against women.
Do you think that women are so stupid that they've been
No, I don't.
brainwashed? Okay, so you don't think that they've just fallen into this feminist propaganda? You don't think they're idiots?
No, I don't think that. But I do think people can be manipulated
but they're
and brainwashed.
not stupid enough to do that because the majority
There
of people are splitting nearly towards 50-50.
There are so many people that bought into a philosophy that stole decades away from their lives. Decades away from their lives because they bought into an idea that didn't produce the results.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about capitalism is the
well,
best economical system that provides the best results for people.
But we can't just jump back and forth between claim to claim to claim. So the claim about feminism brainwashing people into being single mothers, how does that
I
work?
didn't say. I said feminists originally brainwashed women to believe men are the enemy. That led to where we are today. Last week report came in.
Single mothers?
Yes, in many cases because they don't need men.
Do you have evidence for that?
100%.
You really think a single mother wants to be a single mother?
Absolutely, we have evidence of that.
You think the single mother making minimum wage down the road, like working for some grocery store, having to take care of all of her children, is just like, I just don't need a man. I just want to be independent.
What percentage?
I'll live in abject poverty to be independent.
What percentage of the U.S. revenue that we get in you think we use for entitlement programs? What percentage?
I don't remember the exact percentage.
What do you think the number is? So we bring in $4.9 trillion.
But it's far less than what we do in private spending.
We bring $4.9 trillion in, okay? The U.S. revenue comes in. What percentage do you think goes to entitlement programs?
I don't know.
What do you think is a reasonable number?
Well, what you're calling entitlement programs, I'm actually not sure what you mean by that.
I'm talking about Social Security. I'm talking about
so social
Section
welfare.
8. I'm talking about any of these.
It's much less than other OECD countries.
What percentage do you think
I don't
it is?
remember the exact percentage, but it's
I want
much
you to
less than
guess.
other
What do you
OECD
think
countries.
It is? You think it's
we are
10%,
far behind.
20%, 30%? What do you think the number is?
No, but it's relatively low compared to other OECD
what do you
countries.
think it is? Can you guess the number?
I don't remember the number off the top of my head. I've already said that.
68%. How much more entitlement?
68%. Can we fact check that?
You can fact check that.
Okay.
Please do so.
Please.
68% goes to entitlement programs.
Of our federal budget?
No, of the revenue that comes in, 68%.
So the capita GDP.
Not GDP. You're confusing the two different things here. Actual tax revenue that we get.
Okay, so tax revenue.
68%
now
of
that
it
we're
goes
specific.
towards entitlement programs. 68%. Thank you.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Grace?
Yes, Grace.
Good to meet
Hi.
you.
I want to say that I think it's pretty comical that an elite such as yourself has the gall to tell us average Americans who's in poverty and who's not. A lot of
I
times,
was an average American.
You're
I
not
was
anymore.
a guy that was in poverty.
You're not anymore.
And you can also
you're
change. You can also change.
Anyways,
Do you believe
you're
you can
talking down.
change?
A lot of times that the market for poverty is actually very low. So a lot of times, like $2 a day is the line for how they measure poverty.
$2.15, yeah.
And that's ridiculous. So if I make $5 a day,
Yeah.
I'm not in
But that's
poverty.
because it's
I
around
can
the world,
actually
not in
live. I can pay
America.
the rent.
Sure.
But we're talking about this country, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
not talking about around the world. I've noticed that you like to do that. You like to like skirt from America and talk about other
Yeah,
countries
I've been
to try
saying
to make it
multiple
look like
times,
we're better, but we're
America's
actually
the
getting
greatest
worse.
country in the world.
Anyways, it's the greatest country.
The hands
We're
down, it's not
we
even
are at the
close.
highest that we've ever been with homelessness since we started collecting
Why
data.
is that? Ask your. Are you from
Because
California?
we haven't had a
Are
pay
you
raise
from
since
California?
2009.
Do you live
Our
here?
minimum wage nationally
Yeah.
is $7.25.
Okay.
And you wonder why we have the highest poverty rate. You think that capitalism's winning? Can you survive? Would you like to live off $7.25
I used
an
to
hour?
work for $4.25 at Haagen-Dazs.
Right.
Then I
And that
went
was
and
a
worked
very different
at
time.
Burger King for $4.75.
And how much do you make
Then
now?
I make millions today. Then
Right,
I
and
worked
that's
at
why
Bob's
you like
Big Boy.
capitalism, because we're not all making that.
But
And
the
that's my
difference
point.
is, but
A
the difference
millionaire is
between
critiquing the people in
no,
poverty
the
and
difference.
saying
My
you should
hope,
work harder. You should work. You know,
my
you can
hope,
be me.
My
We can't
hope,
all be you.
My hope is that you believe you can change and improve. That you believe you can upgrade yourself. That's my
It's
belief.
very, you know what? That's what rich
but-
people like you want to keep telling us.
But
you
yeah,
can be
the
just like
difference-
me. Do you want to
yeah.
be like me? If you work hard enough,
I'm not
you can
saying
be like
that.
me.
I
It's
don't.
not
I don't.
very realistic.
It's actually you wouldn't be able to be like me because
You're
you wouldn't
talking
work that
down to
hard.
people like
Would you
us.
work that hard?
You don't.
Would you?
I'm not going to tell you. I don't have
Would-
to answer
would
that.
you- if you
I
don't
don't
choose
have
to-
measure my I don't have to measure my work ethic to be worthy.
You don't have to. Then you can't be upset for others who do so. You
I
can't
can't
be upset
for people who are
No,
struggling.
because they work
and that's
harder
what's wrong
than
with
you.
capitalism, because
But
you
go
think
back to the
that
homelessness.
You have to work so hard.
Do you live in the state of California?
I do.
Okay. You said homelessness.
Yes.
What do you think about your Governor Newsom? What do you think about him?
I don't like him. I'm a
Okay.
progressive. He
Do you-
doesn't do enough for the people.
Do you know when he
takes corporate money.
fantastic?
He takes money from people like
when
you.
he was,
he's not
I've
for the
never given
people.
him money. But do you know when he first
Oh,
became
that's
a
not a
governor?
surprise, but a
I
lot of
would
people
never
like
give
you
him
have.
money. But when he
Who have you
became a
given
governor
money?
first, when he became a governor first, from then till today, he's raised the amount of homelessness in this state by 36,000 people.
Okay, you know, I don't
he
like the
was
guy, but
given
he's not at fault for
24
homelessness.
billion
People like you
people.
are. Billionaires like you are
Taxpayers
the
gave
problem.
him 24 billion. Taxpayers
I believe it. I
gave
don't
him
like that guy.
$24 billion, and he didn't do nothing with it. It
Vote him out.
increased.
Vote him out.
You
He's
vote
just
him
like
out. You
you.
have him. It's not that.
That's what I'm
it's,
saying. I'm
but
not
no,
here
I would
to
tell
defend
you.
Newsom.
You can
but
go.
you're not much different than him. That's all I'm saying. You're in the same class.
But
you're
you're sitting here blaming a person who's changed their lives for the better, and it's their fault. My dad was.
This is not the United
my
States
dad,
of Patrick Bet
do,
David.
Do you know
this
where?
is the United States of America.
I know, and I'm
all
so
of our
grateful to
people.
be here. I'm
and you
so
say
grateful
that,
to
but are
be
you
here.
willing to pay more
I
taxes
am
so that
so
other people don't
grateful to
suffer?
be here.
Are you willing to pay more
I
taxes
am
so
so
other people
grateful
don't
to
suffer?
be here.
I see you're skirting the
my
question.
dad,
you're not willing.
My dad was a cashier in Inglewood at a 99-cent store.
That's
we
great.
had nothing. No, I don't tell you that's great. We had nothing.
Well, I know
I'm
where
the
this is
guy that had
going.
I'm the guy that had a.
the propaganda that you
but
guys.
what
But
you
you
don't.
can be like
But
me.
what you don't want to hear is
Under
that because it's the
capitalism,
truth.
we
Can I ask you a
cannot all be
question?
like you.
When's the last time you read a business book? When's the last time you read a self-help book?
I don't need to answer that. Oh,
When's the last time you read a
I
self-help?
wrote a self-help book.
Tell me
I'm a
what-
writer. I'm a creative.
Tell me what
and I
self-help
also,
book you read.
I'm not.
Give
I
me
don't
one.
need to.
Give me one you read. Are you willing to take one recommendation?
No.
You're not.
Not for
Then
me.
I can't help you.
That's okay. I don't need your help. I
Then-
didn't come here
then
for your
great.
help. I
You've
came
been
here to
flagged
debate
out.
you. Good.
Awesome.